All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ruach I want to give double honors to our apostles and elder bishops at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings, shalom to the Most High's hopeful elect across the four corners of the earth. I'm the brother Yagadal, number one from GMS Houston, back with another lesson. All right, in this lesson, I just want to go into these first two verses. All right, that's Sirach, the 14th chapter. All right, and expound on a couple points, man, because I listened to the elder Manat Zakbai when he was doing a lesson entitled that even camp leaders can fall out or lose the spirit. Okay, and he had made a statement that, man, with all the shit that's going on in prophecy, all the thing that's going on, all right, with current events that's tied in through the scriptures, all right, this ain't the time to be bugging out and falling out and getting kicked out, suspended. All right, we should be on fire right now. We should be locked in, okay? All right, everybody fulfilling their lot, okay? All right, so that's what made me think of these two scriptures. All right, so this is Sirach chapter 14, starting at verse 1. It says, "Blessed is the man that has not slipped with his mouth and is not pricked with the multitude of his sins." And then what does that mean? You using foul language, you just misspoke. No, man, you're breaking down these doctrine incorrectly. All right, if it's one part, it doesn't matter. Okay, you go to Revelation 14 and 5, it speaks about the ones that were found with no guile. Okay, in other words, they had taught the 100% incorrect doctrine. Okay, so that is a major thing. All right, as Apostle Gabar always says, all right, if you're going to sing the song, you need to sing it right. So we're singing a new song. We're giving a full understanding, all right, that's been revealed through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, all right, but you have men who still singing parts of the song off key and out of tune. All right, speaking of things that such as the MOTB, all right, is not the C hip. Okay, all right, heathens can make it. Okay, that's someone who slipped with their mouth. Okay, all right, amongst Great Millstone, all right, we're known for sticking to the same breakdowns and doctrines and not changing things up. All right, because you're warned about men who are given unto change. Okay, but let's read verse 2. It says, "Blessed is he whose conscience has not been condemned, have not condemned him, and who is not fallen from his hope in the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai," man. All right, and that's where we're at right now. We're are rejoicing and confident in this point in prophecy. All right, because we know we're still contending, all right, for salvation. We know that we're still, all right, have hope and faith that the Lord is getting ready to return and deliver us from this messed up situation that we're in. Okay, and of course we deserved it. All right, we broke the covenant. All right, all right, but that's not the end all be all of the Most High story for the Israelites. Okay, all right, it's written that He was gonna have His only begotten Son, all right, return in His glory, all right, to defend and deliver the elect out of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, so like I said, at this point in prophecy, all right, wait, we still have a fighting chance, man. We still, as long as you wake up another day with the Holy Spirit, the Lord has imparted mercy upon you to continue fighting, because this ain't a thing of coming in and who can grow the fastest. And yeah, we're gonna grow. Okay, but every brother might not grow at the same time, man. You might have somebody come in and they pick up everything real fast, okay, and then you have another brother kind of not as snappy as him. All right, picking his memory might be as sharp, okay. But in return, what you'll see is that guy that came in that might not have had the same level of faith as the guy who so-called will be slower picking up the doctrine. All right, but that man has more faith. That man with less faith and a sharper mind, all right, eventually he'll burn out, man. Okay, and that guy who was more sincere, okay, and locked into the spirit and had more faith, okay, the Most High would elevate him. Okay, give him a greater increase of spiritual gifts. Okay, because he just kept his head down and stayed busy, man, stayed working. All right, not worrying about being seen, not worried about getting a pat on the back. Okay, these are the things the Lord is looking for in His men. All right, the meek, the lowly. All right, the ones full of faith. Okay, that hey, as long as I show up to work and put in work, all right, I'll be paid, man. Okay, I'm gonna bring this out real quick. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and verse 11. It says, I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, nor yet bread to the wise, nor yet riches to men of understanding, nor yet favor to men of skill, but time and chance happeneth to them all. So this is a marathon race, man. This is not a race to the swift. This ain't a 100-yard dash. Okay, there's a lot more training, technique, okay, and skill that goes into running a marathon versus a sprinter. Okay, all right. Now we supposed to be spiritually built up with endurance, man. Okay, all right, which makes you hard. All right. You continually grow and get harder in this thing, man. Okay, to you get to a point where certain demons that may in the past have affected you, all right, they don't have that same effect on you anymore. All right, why? Because you built up that muscle or that weakness, all right, to a certain resistance now. Okay, so the longer we're in this thing and we're fighting in truth and sincerity, the Lord is arming us with our armor. Okay, He's strengthening us where we need strength, all right, through His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Okay, that's what He's dealing with. So we have to constantly wake up in a good spirit, knowing we woke up with the spirit of understanding. All right, in these last days, man, because we know it's not that much time, man. Things are happening fast. All right, building up the tension for WW3 right now. Okay, so this is all about the men who are built for endurance, the ones who were built to last, man. Okay, this is Matthew chapter 24 and 13, and I'm gonna end it on this. Got to get ready for work. But it's Matthew 24 and 13. It says, but he that endureth until the end, the same shall be saved, man. All right, so you got guys that's bugging out, leaving the truth. All right, niggas going back to Christianity. All right, getting kicked out for whichever way. All right, the Most High is spewing out the non-elect, man. Okay, so for the rest of us who's still in the fight, man, hey, we got to endure until the end if it be the Lord's will, man. But that's where the faith comes in. All right, not knowing that you're guaranteed to make it. Okay, but then, hey, you build your confidence to know that you're doing the thing, that's showing the characteristics of a man of the Lord. You're living the life of a man of the Lord. You're teaching the full doctrine. You're being consistent. You're not faking the funk. You're not using gimmicks. All right. There's a difference between confidence and pride, man, and we should have our works should give us confidence within our walk. All right, so that's it for this lesson. All right, Lord willing, it was edifying. Once again, giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Ruach. Double honors to our apostles and the bishops at Great Millstone who continue to rule well and guide us through the Spirit. Double honors to their teachers as well. And peace and blessings. Shalom to the Most High's hopeful elect.